Hello everyone, my name is Void Doctor and welcome back to another episode of 1.19 Hardcore Minecraft. And folks, before we start, can I just say it is so great being back here. I haven't been on for a while, I've been working on other projects, and it is so nice being back on this world. However, within just the few minutes that I've been on here, I've noticed I have a bit of a problem. I have almost no food in this world. I have very tiny food sources, such as my wheat field and my sheep. So in today's episode, we're going to be getting the basics covered by building the ultimate medieval farm. However, like any good Minecraft build, the first step to building our farm is gathering ourselves some resources. And I think I want to go for a bit more of a rustic look with this farm compared to the rest of my builds. And for this build, we're definitely going to need some cobblestone, but this certainly will not be enough. So let's gather some more. Okay, I've gathered a whole bunch of stone and... oh, I'm out of andesite. Well, looks like it's back to the mines for me. I'm trying to find an andesite vein and I'm already almost out of food. See, this is why I'm building this massive farm. Alright, gathered up all that fantastic, lovely andesite, and now I think I need to gather myself some oak logs. So let's do some chopping. And now I think we'll need just a bit of spruce wood. So I just realized I may have gathered a bit too much spruce wood. How did you get in my attic? Well, time to rectify my mistakes and hope that doesn't happen again. And now I think I want some calcite maybe? I don't quite know yet. I think I'm just gonna jump into a cave and see what happens. Okay, so I found this lovely old amethyst geode, but it is scarily close to a deep dark, so I think it's best I use caution when I mine here. Okay, I've got all the calcite I need, and now I think I need to make my way out of here before I somehow manage to summon the warden. And now I need to cook some stone. Okay, now the next order of business is picking out a nice flat piece of land for this farm. Because you don't really want to be building your farms on this super hilly, steep terrain because, you know, there's nothing really supporting the soil, and the soil could just slide down the hill, which is not very good when you're trying to grow things. And actually, I would like to gather a bit of this podzol here because it looks like, so I think it would be kind of cool to put inside a barn. And I think right up here is a fantastic spot to build a barn. And now I just want to flatten out this terrain a bit here so it's more suitable for building. And now I want to get started laying out some rough foundations for our build here. Okay, I realize it's pretty much just a big square right now, but I think it'll look less square when we start building it up. I don't think that made much sense, but we'll roll with it. So I think it could be really cool if we turn these sets of pillars into arches. Yeah, I really like that. Now let's just continue it all the way around. Okay folks, this is already coming together super well. It has that rustic feeling that I wanted in this build. And for some reason, I don't really know why, the arches are making it feel a lot less square. But now it's time to work on the roof, or at least roof number 1. You'll see what I mean by that in just a minute. However, I just want this to be a very simple slab roof, so let's get cracking. Okay folks, I'm so happy with how this roof came together, and I think the little circular frame around the window there is a pretty cool detail, because hot air rises and animals tend to be quite warm, so you'd want somewhere for all that hot air to go. And kind of on that note, up here in the roof, I want to have a sort of second structure, which could be a hayloft or something like that. But again, it could also serve as a source of ventilation for all the hot, smelly air that would be being produced by the animals. Ooh, and I just had a really cool idea. What if, just for a bit of detail, we extended these pillars, these logs, just a block above the roof to give it a bit more shape and a bit more character, but also to make it look like they're supporting the roof a bit better. Yeah, I think that's a really cool little touch. I'm not going to do it for these ones just because I feel like it would be a bit excessive, but I think that looks pretty cool. You know, it's all about the little details, the little things that add a bit more realism and a bit more immersiveness. I'm not quite sure if immersiveness is a word, but I think 9 by 7 is a pretty good size for this hayloft. And I think calcite should look really nice for this. Ah, shoot, I'm out of potatoes. But hey, while I'm heading down to grab more, that is looking pretty good. It almost looks sort of Nordic in a way. I'm not quite sure, but whatever it is, it looks really darn cool. And then we'll add some windows here. And again, in the story of the world, these windows are probably a lot more about ventilation and practicality than looking good. Actually, I think the windows could be made 1 block shorter. There, yeah, that looks quite nice. But as the purpose of a barn is to store animals, it's time to figure out where we're going to put them. Actually, I do just have a cool idea though. What if we extended these logs up to create the rafters of the building? There, yes, I really like how that looks. And now we'll start adding in some podzol along with some coarse dirt. Yeah, this turned out so well. This is exactly the vibe I was going for on the interior. But now it's time to move our sheepy friends into their new home. And we can't forget about the llamas, but man, I just think this barn is one of those builds that looks so cool with and without shaders. But tell me what you think down below. However, now I want to have some big billowing wheat fields surrounding our barn. So I'm going to begin laying out some very rough plans for those. All right, folks, I've done some planning for a big wheat field surrounding our barn. But before we can do any planting, there's 2 things I want to get done. 1, I'd like to get myself a new skin, just really for vanity's sake, because I think it would be cool if I had a skin themed around this kingdom. Oh my gosh, yes, I really like how this skin looks in game. I don't know about for you all, but on my screen, that yellow, the yellow part of my shirt, is a really nice golden yellow. However, the second thing I need to attend to is, I think I'm gonna need a diamond hoe, probably, and my shovel is completely dead. So get ourselves a new diamond shovel, put that in the monument to lost tools, and now we can get to work. And I think I'm just gonna have a path block path for now, but once I get some coarse dirt, we'll replace it with that because coarse dirt looks so nice. All right, I've got everything cleared out of here, and I'm not gonna bore you all anymore with this part. Let's plant a field. This clip is just here to tell you that I forgot to resume recording, so that's why there's a huge jump in time. I don't know when I paused recording, but I definitely did at some point. So this happened. Back to the time lapse. Okay, folks, I am so happy with how this billowing field of wheat has come together. Well, if we want it to actually be billowing, maybe we should throw on some shaders. This is going to make a pretty cool thumbnail, I can already tell. However, this farm wouldn't be complete without a farmhouse, and I think I have a pretty cool idea for a farm cottage that would fit in perfectly with the rustic theme of this build. Oh god, they're here. They're in my yard. Oh my gosh, you're still here. I killed your entire squad and you came back. But before we can get working on the farmhouse, we just need to bring this path out and up the hill. Although I'm not quite sure if I want to build the house here on this little hill or way up at the top there. But I think despite how cool it would look up there, it just makes more sense from the story of the world to build the house here because the farmer would want to live closer to his animals in his field. Alright, I've extended the road out here and I think I have a really cool idea for this house. And I really want to focus on the roof with this build. The roof I think is going to be really the defining feature. So we'll start off slow here with just some slabs. And I want to throw a chimney right there, but I don't want to craft the campfires yet. And for the finishing touch on this cottage, we need a chimney. And overall, again, I know it's just a simple little cottage, but it looks so nice from the outside, in my opinion. Just the little details. And again, I think it's when I put some thought into these builds, more thought, I guess. When I put more thought into these builds, they turn out so much better. And I just realized I missed a trapdoor there. Yeah, I really like how this looks. And I think it could also be that I built this house sort of with interiors in mind. So I kind of planned out the windows and things. I think it just means that the windows and all the positioning, everything makes more sense. Okay, folks, I absolutely love how our medieval farm has come together. It looks so nice out here and so very rustic, and it also still does its job of being a stable food source. However, the last thing I want to do in this episode is see if I can't get some cows in this barn as well, as my llamas have just inexplicably disappeared. Okay, thankfully I had some cows just close by, so I don't have to go out traveling thousands of blocks to find these guys. Wait, don't I have some leads? I swear I have some leads. Yes, I do have some leads. Okay, this will make this process a whole lot simpler. Okay, well that was not an easy process moving the donkeys in, but the barn is looking a lot fuller now, and I think that's pretty nice. However, folks, I'm just about out of time for today's episode, but I'm so happy with what we've managed to achieve, getting ourselves a new stable source of food and building up some beautiful farmland in the process. However, that just about does it for me in today's episode. So, as always, my name has been Void Doctor. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of my 1.19 Hardcore Minecraft series. If you did and feel inclined to do so, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share, as it does help out the channel a bunch. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.